Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of October 16th to the 22nd, 2023. First card out for you is a leg up, getting some help, some support from the universe as well as from the people around you, and really leaning into your community is what I'm seeing here. And for some of you, I'm seeing like leaning into your religious community, and I don't know why that's coming through. I'm not religious personally, but it's coming through like intuitively. Leaning into your religious community, leaning into your family, your support system, or just getting the help that you need in life, or just even like leaning into your own spiritual practice and connecting with the universe at large, and getting ahead on things is what I want to say here. Getting ahead of the game, ahead of schedule, and caring for yourself. This week, I wanted to channel some messages from your ancestors, spirit guides, your spiritual team. And the message they're coming through with is ground yourself. And it says, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. Beautiful message. Ground yourself, reconnect with yourself. I'm seeing you filling your cup back up early on in the week, or this weekend before the week starts as well. Like just taking time to do the things that you need to do, care for yourself and the people around you, and just making sure, like really basic things like getting food, sleep, sunlight, through all of the uncertainty that's going on in the world and possibly in your life, getting these bare essentials and taking care of yourself should be first priority, and making sure that you're kind of getting ahead in life and not falling behind. And yeah, I don't know. This is your postcard from Spirit. You can screenshot it if you want, but I will be reading it. Dearest you, even though life seems I can't read apparently. Even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Wow, that's literally what we just said. Yeah, getting ahead, but also making sure like your bare needs are being met here, and sleeping, eating, etc. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You may feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You're being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry. We will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. Beautiful message. Let's get some tarot for this week. We're going to be pulling 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Tarot del Toro. First card out for you is the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, we are seeing money coming in for you, and like I said, like success, getting ahead on things. I see like a clean house, a clear mind. You know that feeling after you like eat a salad and you're like, wow, I'm so healthy. Like that's what I'm feeling for you. Or like when you change your sheets and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm just this beautiful homemaker, I'm so on top of things. That's the energy I'm feeling for you all week, kind of. You know, it's taking care of these little things that make you feel so good. And I am also seeing money, financial success coming in for you, getting a leg up on your finances. Some of you, I don't know why, this is a random message for a select few of you, maybe receiving some sort of financial aid or support in some way, maybe even an inheritance, something like that, that like, it's just an extra boost that, you know, gets you going, extra sales, I don't know, whatever you're doing, however this comes in. I feel like the universe is giving you a leg up, giving you some support here, which is great. Who doesn't want that? Second card out is the Knight of Discs. Okay, clarification. Financially and in your career life or education life, whatever you're doing right now, things are moving forward quite well, actually. I don't know why I'm seeing an idea that you may have had here this past week or weekend. And it's like, wow, why didn't I think of this earlier? You know, it's an idea that comes through and you're like, I know this will lead me to the success that I'm looking for. And I feel like this week you're feeling called to implement this idea, to give yourself that leg up. And I don't know, I don't know how to put the energy that I'm feeling. It's like a hack almost. You found like a hack to what you're doing to make your goals move faster for you. And you're moving through this idea and implementing it. We see the Two of Swords happening here, which is a card of rest, you know, taking a step back from the chaos, the conflict, the drama, the never-ending tasks, and taking care of yourself, creating space in your mind. Meditation and sleep may be the most powerful spiritual tools you have this week. And yes, I said sleep. Okay, your dreams can be so significant and healing, and literally just getting a good night of sleep can solve so many problems on its own, you know? So that's beautiful. We definitely see this as a time to rest and be focused at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. Second row out, fourth card, Five of Cups. This has honestly been coming out for most signs, and I do see a lot of mourning, not just of things lost, but like, guys, I don't know how to put this. Like, the energy I've been feeling these past few days is just sad. Like, it's like I'm really deeply feeling all of the violence in the world. And not even just like on a political, global level, but also like on a personal level. Like, I've just been thinking nonstop about like all the hate in this world and sexism and religions fighting, countries fighting, and like even my personal like friends and people close to me who just like are going through it in life. I don't know why. Like, I've just been feeling this in the collective so strongly. And of course we have an eclipse around this time, so that could be a large part of it. And I'm even like, I'm sick a little bit. Like, my throat has been feeling weird. And it's just like, I feel globally in the collective, these are dark times we're in. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. And I feel like this is why the Five of Cups has been coming out for so many groups here. It's like, you know, giving yourself a little bit more space to just sleep and rest, because these are dark times that we're living in. I'm not trying to sound so dramatic. We're living in dark times. You know, it's a lot to process, even like just keeping up with everything going on in the world, which, you know, I'm going to be the first to say, I totally think that like watching the news on the TV is such a sham. Like, it's so bad for your energy. But I'm not going to be one of those spiritual quotation people who are like, don't watch the news, you know, go off into a commune and, you know, pretend like none of the issues in this world don't exist. And it's like, no, because ignoring problems don't make them go away, turns out. And, you know, I don't know, that was a little tangent, but yeah, you are taking that energy on, and we all are at this time, really. And, you know, you just sometimes need a nap. Just sometimes need to recharge in nature with good alkaline foods and beautiful fruits and water. Drink lots of water. Actually, I'm gonna drink water right now. And take care of this physical body, because there's a lot to take on in this world, and that's why this ground yourself energy is coming through. There's a lot going on in your reading, guys. Like, I see you like mourning and like struggling with just everything going on in the world at large, and maybe even your own personal traumas that you went through, and it feels heavy on your mind. And the reason why I keep using so many personal anecdotes here, I feel like, is because I'm a Capricorn moon. So I connect to you guys, honestly. I feel like the readings where I have strong placements too I just connect a lot easier. Maybe it's not that the readings are more or less accurate, I just connect easier. So yeah, like, there's a lot going on here. I am seeing forward movements, really good forward movements in your finances, career, or education, personal life, which is great. But also there's this, like, there's just so much going on. Like, take a nap. Take a nap. There's so much going on in the world. Like, you know, Fifth card out, the Valet of Goblets in reversed, otherwise known as the Page of Cups in reversed. Yeah. I don't know why. The first thing that just came into my mind was actually like this tiny quote from like an in-game character from a video game, and he was like, how can you think of love and romance at a time like this with all the stuff going on in the world? Like, I love it, but wow. Something along, totally paraphrase that, but it was something along those lines. And yeah, I don't know why. I feel like this is almost like your own mindset here. It's like, how am I going to make time to knit and be creative and focus so much on romantic love with everything going on in my life? You may have this mindset of like, I shouldn't be focused on love and romance. I shouldn't, focus on my arts and crafts when I'm broke, when this is happening, when these problems need to be resolved, and this and that and this and that and this and that. And Spirit's coming through in your reading to say, don't lose touch with your humanity while all of this is going on. And I just got big old chills when I said that. Look at these goosebumps. Wow. Yeah. Like, don't lose touch with your humanity, because you know what? It's people losing touch with their humanity that causes this violence and problems in the world in the first place. And you don't need to do that too, okay? So Spirit is saying, we don't care if people are dying and the world is miserable. You're gonna knit, you're gonna make your silly little crafts, you're gonna write a song or do what you do a little dance, okay? Cook a cute little meal and post it on Instagram. Whatever you do, keep indulging in that creativity, keep falling in love with life. Because you know what? It's times like these when the world is suffering and there's just conflict everywhere, that we need people to be making jokes and getting artsy fartsy and sharing that with the world and falling in love and all that. We need that humanity to balance the scales and keep the scales balanced. And I just feel you taking on this mindset of like, almost like it's almost like your logical mind as well. It's trying to say like, I shouldn't be focused on love. I shouldn't be focused on this. I gotta finish school. I gotta get this promotion. I gotta save up this money. And it's like, Spirit's like, why don't just do both? You can do both. Promise you. Final card out is the Four of Cups. You know what? Another thing I'm seeing here is that love is trying to enter your life right now. Someone's trying to love on you. And I don't know if you have trust issues, if you've been hurt in the past. I see you questioning it a little bit, or like almost like not letting it in. Does that make sense? Are you like taking someone's emotional offer for granted, or not being blind to someone's flirtations, being blind to someone like really trying to make you happy? That's kind of what I'm seeing, Capricorn, not gonna lie. Like, someone is here for you. Someone wants to make you happy. Someone wants to like see what you're doing. I feel like you actually have eyes on you that are wanting to be closer to you or see more of your work, whatever that work may be. If you're a creator, an artist of any sort, or even if you just like post regular pictures on social media, like the world wants to see more of that. People love seeing that from you, and eyes are on you for that, because it brings joy to people's day. Even like just, what, this could sound so corny, even just people like posting pictures of their family on Facebook, like it makes me happy. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. I love like going through random people, even random people I barely were friends with and barely talked to. I'll just be sitting there scrolling through their like baby photos, their wedding photos. I'm like, oh, look at this. And it brings joy, like legitimately. So Spirit's saying like, don't sacrifice that just because there's stuff going on in the world. I don't know, guys. That's what I'm seeing in your reading. Good week for money, good week for personal growth. You're getting a leg up, a head start in things, and love's trying to come in. I don't know if you're willing or able to bring it in. Some of you with the Five of Cups leading into the Four of Cups, you still may be grieving like a past relationship or something like that, and you're just not interested at this time, and that's totally fine. But with the Valet of Goblets in reverse here, just know that there is someone around you who wants to be with you. See that very strongly. So, or it could even apply to creativity as well. Like maybe you had a creative failure of some sort, and you're like, man, I don't want to put my work out there again to be criticized. And it's like, well, there are people waiting for that. I hope you know that. And they may have greater opportunities for you. So I would reconsider if I were you. Anyways, that's your reading, guys. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. And definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Thank you. Bye-bye.